Wow, an Invincible video in May 2025, A-Kite, really?
I hope I'm not too late.
Invincible season 3 is here. A-Kite, where have you been? Don't worry about that. I got a couple things in the work. We not even gonna talk about it, but you know what we are gonna talk about. You know what we're gonna talk about. That's why you click the video. And real quick for my video back, you know we gotta do at least 10,000. So go ahead and share it, like it, do what you gotta do, man. So without further ado, let's just get straight to it.
Ah, what the f? Sorry, it's okay. I'm in. Feels a little serious.
Mark gets back home, brings his brother. You know my right, bro. He is out here performing on these toys. Someone else is gonna pull up later though, so lock in before our next encounter. That boy Levy got Mark's mom, and he's on the phone like, "Hello, Mom, can you please come home right now?" Boy, that's crazy. All bro saw was red, and now all he really see is red.
I think I miss my wife.
Right into the season, we see Mark training with this monster, doing some other stuff, and we get the rundown on the stat increases. Speed 65, endurance 70, strength 138. That boy daddy, he working so hard, they done spent like $2 billion on getting bro custom weight. Rex walks in and I could already hear the greatness. The LeBron of Invincible really stepped in, bro. Move out the way. He already aura farming, telling Cecil, yo, y'all just spent 30 mil on my man's bench press and y'all fix my hand up. Mark is like, yo, fix my hand. They just keep going back and forth talking about this hand, and honestly, these the dynamic duo. This really Cash Laquan and TJX6 right here. I'm not gonna lie, they so locked in. They got a mission together to go stop some people from stealing the Declaration of Independence. And while that doesn't necessarily sound evil, I mean, it's illegal, sure, these are menaces. I mean, look at how they do this security guard, bro. Dropping bro on his head like that. Yeah, they gotta be put on ice for this one, I ain't gonna lie. So Rex handles his dude no problem, and Mark is holding back. And Rex is like, yo, what's good with you and Eve? Me and Eve, we're cooling. Bro, just date her. I don't know, bro, things are kind of awkward. Can you beat that guy so we can actually talk? I'm holding back. This guy's just a normie. This dude gets mad as hell. He's like, normie? I'll show you a normie. Yeah, normie. Bro, you know how mad I'd be if my hit didn't even move a hair follicle on it? I'd just walk away at that point, dog. I'm not gonna lie. And then out of nowhere, Kate's brother, Multi-Paul, see what they did there, multiple, pulls up out of nowhere and starts jumping Rex, saying he killed Kate. Mark sees this and is like, hold on, let me lock in real quick. Kicks dude to the side, flies up for the assist. So this Paul on his Naruto right now, ready to jump. But y'all know that type of timing Mark is on. He saw Rex getting bopped. He heard that baby Kia. He was on BT. I don't know how much of this I can show, but we're gonna try to run it. Mark rips bro's head off from the neck, slams it into a clone in front of him, hits the side swipe, starts bomb rushing dudes, and then hits one with the damn Shoryuken, and then he gets real evil. Punch, chop, head smash, jaw drop, car splitter, bank loan, stair climber, F all. Are y'all gonna really convince me he's the good guy right here? When he really could just throw all these to the side or just punch them off of him. Instead, he treating them like cotton candy. But then Kate and Immortal pull up and you can just pull out the stink sound effect, bro, cause these think this is aura. Mark, let's kill the losers. So Kate's like, yo, I'm not dead. And Mark is like, that's cool. Your brother going to the big house. He almost killed Rex and let these get away with the Declaration of Independence. So we jump ahead and see Oliver, and he's talking to Mark about wanting to be a superhero. And Oliver done grew the up, man. It's been like 4 months, 7 months. I don't even know how many months. Hasn't even been a year yet. But bro, already big. Next episode, that gonna be bigger than Duke Dennis, bro. But Oliver's like, can I be a hero when I get my powers? And Mark is like, hey, you can be whatever the you want when you get your powers, but I got mine at 17, so you ain't even gonna be doing. And then we see this Oliver flying Lil Jit done hid his powers just to get his way with the little promise. But who cares about that? Kate and Immortal pull back up to the crib. Who cares? Cause Ray is back and Rex is ecstatic, bro. And he risen too. Like, oh, Ray. Me and you, we was in the trenches together. We day ones. I need you. And she falling for it too. Oh, what up? That bullet in bro's head about the best thing that ever happened to my goat, cause he been getting risen. Another jump cut. Mark hangs with William and can't be bothered to remember his name again. I'm gonna be honest with you, we gonna call him Brett. He looks like a Brett, all right? And they're like, bro, ask I'm looking at my script. I accidentally wrote Amber. Glad she's out of here. Ask Eve out, pretty much. So he goes to visit Eve and kind of asks her out. To make a long story short, he doesn't really do a good job, but he does it. Meanwhile, Cecil pulls up on Debbie and Oliver and is like, Debbie, why ain't you tell me Lil O got his powers now? And she's like, you done found out on your own, so why is you even stressing? He's like, Ty, well, if you need someone to like test his powers out and whatever. And she's like, bro, get the meanwhile, every hero on Earth gets kidnapped. Is this as fast-paced and crazy for y'all as it is for me? Because when I was watching it, it felt like, okay, this is good progression. But making this video, I'm realizing a lot happens in just episode 1. Like, this season is insane, bro. But back to the show, we cut back to Eve and Mark, and Eve is like, wow, how long have you liked me? And this is like, yo, it's so crazy you say that. So like, a you from the future that was chopped as said she could never get over me and that you loved me for like 30 years and that I needed to confess to you otherwise. And I'm sitting here like, yo, are you stupid? I feel like Gohan talking to Boo. Like, why are you still talking? Got Eve like, what? Meanwhile, Cecil in his ear like, yo gang, you the last line of defense. Everyone that got snatched up, we need you. And I'm sitting here like, yo, the earth is washed as hell. If every single hero you got kidnapped by one villain, just pack it up at this point, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we're cooked. Like, bro, what? So Eve is like, whatever Cecil on the phone about, let's go, cause you about to pee him out. They pull up and this Doc Seismic done got a centipede lava monster army along with every single hero captured. Yeah, these are washed. Cut to Oliver and this trying to go help cause he heard Cecil talking about how cooked they are. And Debbie is like, bro, what are you doing? You will get cooked. They all ass home. Cut back to the fight. Mark grabs two monsters. Command grab tight. Throws them. This is exactly what I'm saying he could have done to Paul, but nah. He wants to be on his Mortal Kombat shit. Whatever. He hits this Mickey Mouse combo on the centipede. It don't do nothing. And even Eve is stressing. So they try to go free the rest of the team. But since they on defense, they getting cooked. And what happened to all them stats that Mark got an increase on at the start? That like, bro, where is that? We fighting giant bugs, bro. Why is this a hard challenge? I know this nigga ain't holding back. And Eve gets hit with like a sonic wave blast or something, knocks her straight out. Mark gets stabbed and starts tweaking because he got poison. And here come Doc thinking he looked tough with the walk down of doom. This nigga Mark is like, you're not supposed to be this strong. Like, shut your ass up. That's why this nigga done hit him with the, hey, Invincible, this is gonna leave a mark. Fuck no, bitch. So they get captured and all hope is lost until Cecil calls up Darkwing, a nigga who started murdering people after fake Batman died to Omni-Man back in season 1, and the Reaniman. And listen to Mark's reaction to this.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?
You can tell bro is actually sick as hell. He had to deal with both of these niggas, and now they claiming to be the good guys who saved the day. Nigga, I'd be mad too. So everyone gets saved, but this nigga Mark is on BT. While everyone's actually putting in work to stop Doc Seismic, hitting team ups and shit, left, right, Avengers level cross ups and shit. Seismic gets on a crash shot, ready to take everybody out with him. But this nigga Darkwing takes bro to the Shadow Realm. And with no master, the monsters are like, shit bro, we just gonna get out of here. So the day is saved, but what does that matter when remember Mark's ops are running free, claiming to be good guys now. So the press begins. Yo guys, I called Doc Seismic. What should we do now? Darkwing. Actually, it's Darkwing. What the fuck do you think you're doing here, nigga? And why are y'all sanctioning this shit? Those are dead niggas made by a murderer. My fault, bro. Cecil done put us on the payroll. You're damn right it's your fault. Invincible. stand down. Nigga, shut your bitch ass up before I pack you up too. See, I'ma have to go press Cecil. He's coming, Big C. So Invincible pulls up on Cecil, hole still in his chest. Nigga, cover yourself up, and starts pressing him. Why the hell do you got D.A. Sinclair and Darkwing on payroll? Vince, chill. People like them and their talents need to be reformed, not locked away. I'm gonna reform your face in about 3 seconds if you don't put those bastards away. Walk and talk with me, Vince. Cecil, I am not joking with you when I say these people are lunatics. They can't be let out. They kill people. Just like you killed Engstrom. That was different. Oh, so it's different for you. But when other people try to make up for their mistakes, that's when it's a problem. I was protecting people. They were killing people. Yeah. Everyone has their reasons, I'm sure. Look, Mark, I don't want to do anything rash. Just go home. Go home? Not until you lock those bastards away. And why are we in here? For my protection, Mark. Protection? Protection from what? From you. Then we see a bunch of reanimants step out of the white? I was gonna say the shadows. There are no shadows in here, so I guess they stepped out of the white? I don't know. And I think y'all know what's about to go down. Alan talking to Omni-Man. And basically Nolan glazes Alan and is like, bro, get out of here before they kill you. I know you strong enough to leave. And Alan's like, I'm not leaving without you, big O. So they try to kill him. He built different. And Nolan's like, nigga, how are you alive? And Alan's like, hey, bro, I'm just built different. Wait a second. You care about me, don't you? Aw, we should break out of here and kiss and shit. And Nolan starts aura draking him. Next episode starts and we got Cecil backstory. Like, bro, do I really care about this nigga? Maybe a little bit. So Cecil walks in his shop and sticks it up. And I'm sitting here thinking, nah, we got this thug running the GDA, aka the Global Defense Agency. No wonder he got criminals on payroll. He one of them. But he runs in the back and finds a damn Batman level Joker gas trap or something. And it turns out the girl running the shop really is a villain. Her villain costume really got her rocking a Momo from My Hero. Like, bitch, how you fighting without a titty popping out? I mean, hope this an anime from the 90s during them fight scenes, nigga. But nah, with the animation we got, you know that ain't gonna happen. Unless we get the hentai animators back on payroll. Nigga, get them niggas back now. Let me stop. So Brawler Bonita over here is like a bioterrorist or something, and they want to release the chemical into the public. Cecil's trying to stop them, but BB got hands, swing, kick Cecil with the right, but it gets weaved into a flurry, only for bro to do another weak ass right hook, and she hits bro with a kickback. No chainsaw man. And just like any hoe ass nigga, he done brought a weapon to a fist fight. But unlike a hoe ass nigga, he ain't up that shit immediately, because he's still throwing hands. Now he using that weak ass left, and that shit looks pathetic, nigga. That's why he got hit with that sweep kick and then dragon rush. Mink, god damn, bitch, you're strong. I don't let crazy bitches hit on the first link unless they Latina. Mink, spot. Niggas always saying they want a crazy bitch until a bitch really can drop a nigga through a table. And your weak ass still trying to use that taser? Bro, just let me slime you. You beat him up. And she gets hit. I'm telling y'all right now, they wasting that M rating on this show. Right here, they could have shown a little. Stop. So Cecil tries to disarm the gas, but BB done called Dee. That's right, that boy dominant. She gets back up too. That nigga must have brought the dollar store taser with him. And you can just tell they just like them annoying ass duos in Fortnite. Always jumping one nigga in weak ass matching skins. Like, bro, we get it. Y'all niggas are trash. So Cecil's like, hey, my niggas outside right now, so y'all fucked either way. And just like sore losers in Fortnite, them niggas hit the if I'ma die, you finna die with me. They let the gas out. And you can tell this is that weed from the gas station, nigga. Don't never buy no weed from the gas station. So Cecil pushes them in and starts losing his skin, but the GDA fixes him, except for that fucked up scar on his lip, because it's the only bit of real skin they could save, so he wanted to keep it. Odd flex, but okay. So a little time skip happens, and the same niggas that they slime got hired by the GDA and saved Cecil and black guy number 4. And Cecil's like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing hiring the ops? And slimes them out. So black guy number 4 locks him up. This big nigga about to take his butt, but we see another time skip. Cecil running shit, so I guess he took big nigga's butt and everybody else's, and now he runs the prison. And I just want to say, how? Like, we saw that a martial artist bit with the fashion of Horikoshi put belt to ass on him, and he's just a normal ass dude. Like, maybe he got some cybernetics post surgery, I don't know. but whatever he got can't be enough that he scared every nigga in the prison into submission. I'm not buying. Black guy number 4 comes back and is like, hey bro, take my job, you be good at it. And he does it, and one of his first real tasks is to confront a newly arrived Omni-Man who says he's here to help. And Cecil obviously ain't buying that shit, cause who does? Like, nigga, ain't nothing free in this universe. But he's like, fuck it nigga, if you want to help, you can help. And he tells Donald, if that nigga steps to the side, we finna slime him. Now we see how Cecil came to be and why he thinks sometimes it might be necessary to be a bad guy to get some good shit done. And while I don't know if I necessarily agree, there's a conversation there that I'm not gonna touch on because this video should have been out 4 weeks ago. So let's get on to the fight. Cecil got reanimated surrounding Mark, and Mark is like, bro, you really trying to keep me quiet, aren't you? I wonder if you use this on Darkwing or Sinclair. They aren't built like you, Mark. You're scaring me. And I heard this, knew it was smoke time. When an old white man says he's scared, ain't nothing good about to happen, bro. So Mark takes a step, Zombot grabs him, and it's time. Knocks one jaws off, rips another's arm off, and then punches one through the stomach and then the face. Oh yeah, he on crash out, using intestines as leverage to throw one into the others and just non-stop left, right, bodies. He punches one so hard that he gets impact frame, and he was feeling himself, cause why he gonna say,
Is that all you got?
Why did you have to ask that, kid?
and then Cecil turned up the budget. Boom. Mark knew they was saving it for the end of the season though, so he tried to cut this moment short, but Cecil hits him with the JBL speaker implant in his head. So Mark gets out the red room, but Cecil knows that JBL speaker got unlimited range. So Mark tries to dip and heads to Guardians HQ, Cecil following, and he crashes into the crib and tells gang Cecil trying to catch a body. Cecil pulls up and is like, yo, y'all gonna believe me or the man who can rule the world with about a week's time? And everyone looks at Cecil in his suit and tie in pristine condition. Meanwhile, Mark is literally 3 breaths away from passing out. And on top of that, Cecil pulls the JBL speaker back out, and Rex is like, fuck this, not my guy. But everybody start helping. And you already know it's just goat shit, man. My boy Rex saw there was smoke with his homie. He pulled up. That's what I expect from the #1 side character of Invincible, man. That's my goat. And with Cecil still playing that bullshit, Rex snipes the remote out of his hand, but now it can't be turned off. The robot starts hacking it. Meanwhile, they doing Mark like he the main event of a Bang Bros video. Rex got the sound off, and this nigga Mark turned into prime Omni-Man. I mean, we seeing a 1-to-1 creation of the Guardians beatdown. And then Cecil got the balls to call Mark an arrogant asshole with an ego. Like Mark ain't on that timer right now? Like, did we just see what he did? And let's bro know that if he ever tries anything to him or his family again, it's lights, bro. And then he gets Robot to take the chip out of his head. The Guardians break up, but not after a little argument. You got Immortal being a bootlicker, who would have thought, Kate trying to back him up, and Ray with the W press. Like, shut your ass up, little nigga. You got no motion. You ain't nearly as clutch as me or Wreck. And Kate's like, but I died too. Like, yeah, okay, buddy. With your backup clone 4,000 miles away sipping hot cocoa in the mountains, I'm sure you were real scared. But outside of that, Debbie starts dating Paul, cause why not? And Mark starts dating Eve. It only took 3 seasons. So we start off the next episode and we got this lettuce, bacon, tomato couple going through hard times in complete silence for like 7 minutes, like it's an early 1900s silent film. I thought my completely legal streaming site was broken or something until I went on TikTok and saw people joking about it. Back to them, I don't really care about their problems. They broke. Who is it? And Mark comes to stop them and he kind of getting work, but Oliver comes in with the pull up, but he shouldn't be there because bro ain't ready for all that. Even though Mark was getting cooked by street level nobodies, which shouldn't be the case, but whatever. So Mark and Debbie press Oliver and he's like, I won't do it again. I'm sorry. Spoiler, he's gonna do it again. We then see Eve at school and we see Amber and they catch up a little bit and Amber says she got a new boyfriend and it's the guy I was worried about, bro. See, I really got a sixth sense for this stuff, but at least she waited till Mark left. I hope. I think. Enough girl talk though, because Rex and the gang moved into the new HQ and he getting rizzy with Ray. We gonna check back in with them later though. Just put that on a low boil, let it simmer, and we gonna let Rex cook. Not a lot really happens this episode. In the earlier parts, like we cut back to Mark training quote unquote Oliver, but he also surprises him with a costume and he's rocking this and says it's to honor his dad and he's calling himself Kid Omni-Man. Let me repeat that, Kid Omni-Man. I need y'all to know how insane this is, right? Imagine a kid saves you, right? Oh my God, thank you so much. Oh, your outfit. It's, I'm the Amazing Adolf! The what? The Amazing Adolf? Man, if you don't get your ass on. This kid is insane, especially because he knows what Nolan did, and he's still acting like this. I get he's a kid, but bro, lock into the world that's around you. Your dad is a national terrorist, bro. But then we see Mark get his black and blue suit, and oh, I can't lie, it's kind of clean. And almost as if it's divine intervention, something pops off, so you know who gotta pull up. Kid Kanye and Indestructible. So we see Sparky and that one Ben 10 alien attack a prison, and Oliver come in ready for smoke, and Mark said, pipe down low, bro, you're watching this time. But niggas start getting blasted, so Oliver goes in for the save, but he ain't got the juke. So Mark one taps Electro and starts murking NRG so hard that he breaks bro's armor, and then he throws Magma Dude onto Electro, and they out, all cause Oliver got a little work. So Mark starts pressing Oliver, telling him to lock in and listen, or he gotta stay his ass home, cause this ain't no field trip. There's also this plot with Agent Unk wanting Stonehead to get Multipole out of jail. I don't really care. We gonna get back to that eventually, but right now I truly don't care, bro, cause the Maulers are up to no good. When they say evil twins, they really mean it, bro. I swear niggas can't catch a break around here. But the Guardians pull up and they think they got aura, but you know it's bad when the Maulers say, where are the rest of the Guardians? Oh nah, they downgraded us. Like, yeah, these niggas are sorry. Like, it's so bad that Immortal rushes in and gets thrown like it's nothing. And don't even get me started on Kate's weak ass. And to be fair, the Maulers got some like super electro gun that is one-shotting these niggas left and right so bad that they all get cooked in 2 minutes. But still, I have to remind you, these niggas are called the Guardians of the Globe, and they got cooked in 2 minutes. So hard that the news put these niggas on national television saying the Guardians of the Globe got cooked. Like, bro, I gotta move off the globe. I'm not kidding, cause these niggas ain't guarding shit. But the Blue Man Group with their new Johnny Test gadget beat the Guardians in like 2 minutes flat. So Invincible pulls up. Oliver sees him on TV and is like, yo, big bro fighting, I gotta help. And yeah, he kinda do, cause Mark is getting cooked. I swear everyone in this show is about sorry than a bit. Like, bro, someone please lock in. But don't worry, cause Oliver pulled up with the swiftness and destroys the Mauler's gun, and you know he had to do it with style. Bro got the impact frames and everything, and Oliver hits them with a shoulder rush to push them away. They get back up and start running the one. Mark getting manhandled, meanwhile Oliver looking like a Weave Nation champ, until he gets distracted by Mark and dropped into the pavement. So the Maulers send a rocket into the sky because they trying to take out the world's communication system or something. I don't know, you already know them 5G towers gotta go, bruh. They making the cows gay or something, I don't know, bruh. So Mark goes after the rocket and tells Oliver to leave, but he's standing on business and punches one of the Mauler's jaw clean off, and the other one starts slamming him. So bro gets up on Demon Time, and you can hear the chant already. Vaughn, Vaughn, Vaughn. This nigga done reincarnated, bro. It's like Sukuna took over Yuji, but King Von took over this nigga Oliver, bro. And Oliver flies through the Mauler. That nigga moving like Homelander right now. And then bro gonna say, that's what happens when you're a bad guy. Mind you, this is this nigga's first real fight, if I'm being 100, bro. How you already got one-liners? Nigga, did you practice this? Where? On who? On what? Were you on the playground crushing ants talking about that's what happens when you're a bad guy? Nigga, you're evil. And then he starts walking down the other one, and the other one's like, hey bro, you got it. I give up. The life in prison don't sound so bad.
Look, gang, listen. I'm on my knees, bro. And let you know, I'm a bitch, alright? I'm a bitch. All that shit, I was trying to just be cool and shit, bro. It's immature. I'm a bitch. I'm a hoe. And nigga, fucking chat. I'm a bitch, bro. I don't do none of this, bro. Please, gang. You are him, nigga.
And bro talking about it's too late. What? And he hits this nigga with the shin short looking so hard that it pops bro's top right off. That nigga hit him with a 95-pound uppercut to the fucking jaw. Like, bro, what? And the Guardian saw this and like, nigga, what the fuck? And Oliver gonna say, I didn't mean to. It was an accident. My nigga, an accident? You flew through one nigga at super speeds and then walked down the other, telling him it was too late for apologies, and then uppercut him so hard it could be a Mortal Kombat fatality. What do you mean an accident? So Cecil pulls up and is like, hey, it's okay, Oliver. And Mark presses him like, I told you not to mess with my family. And Cecil presses back saying, I see you got your family in the family business early. Mark sees what happened, grabs Oliver, says, let's go, and tells him, you can't do that. And Oliver's like, no way you're mad at me for helping, and starts running. Mark catches him and is like, bro, there's a way we do things and this isn't the way. But you killed the guy who hurt mom. Yeah, but that's different. Why is it different? These niggas going back and forth, bar for bar, both having pretty decent points, until Oliver says that people die all the time, literally killing each other too, and these people aren't even special. And that shit sounded straight out of the Guide to be a Viltrumite, written by Big N himself. Then Oliver says, maybe dad was right, whoever think of that? And the show cuts the convo there. But in the comic, Mark replies under his breath with sometime, which they added this in, but I get why they didn't. Comic Mark and show Mark are very different. Show Mark is trying to pull away from being compared to Omni-Man, while comic Mark kind of isn't. This comparison and contrast literally goes so far as to even Mark's suit colors being blue and black are a direct like invert of Omni-Man's white and red. Did I cook with that? Did I cook? But nah, dead ass. In the comic, when Mark saw Omni-Man again after he caught that ass beating, he dead ass begs him to come home and explain everything and say he's sorry. Like, these two niggas couldn't be any more different. But then they get home, Debbie has a little talk with Oliver and basically is like, hey, all life is precious. I'm not special like you and Mark, but my life matters, right? And Oliver's like, yeah. Mark comes in for the group hug and they all happy. But then Mark notices they're being watched by this weird little drone thing. He thinks it's Cecil. But is it really? I don't know. Yes, I do know. But we gonna get to that when we get to that. So boom, episode 4 starts, and honestly, it's a pretty calm episode, is what I would say. But we started off and this nigga Mark already on his fuck shit. Nigga storms the Pentagon. Boom, committing treason. Low key, hey CJ, and we get an Invincible trials because this nigga might have a case on his hand. We gonna have to call up Matt Murdock to get him out of this one. But if I heard the spoilers and they're true, that's gonna be a little harder than I thought, not gonna lie. But basically, Mark on that timing, dropping bodies left, right, front, and center, trying to get some answers only for Cecil to pull up saying, hey gang, I ain't stalking you, and if I was stalking you, you wouldn't know it. Bro feel awkward than a motherfucker. He think his ops give a fuck about him like that. But Mark pulls out the phone from his ass and starts floating for the aura advantage. Cecil gonna say, don't let me keep you waiting, gang. I know you got places to be. These niggas really clashing aura right now. But Mark gets the final word saying this isn't over, and he flies away. And I'm not gonna lie, the way he tries to act hard is so tough, gang. Nah, but on the real, I accuse a nigga of some shit. He's like, bro, you're fucking tweaking. I'd leave too, bro. But he pulls up on Eve because they got a little date. Y'all remember them motherfuckers from episode 1 that stole the big declaration? They came from the future and they need Mark's help. But he's like, nah, y'all lucky I'm on a date right now, or I would have dragged y'all straight to prison. So they like, wow, you really ain't about this hero shit, huh? Invincible. And he like, oh God, I'm not. So they kidnap his ass and they drop some exposition real quick. Basically, they got a king that needs overthrowing. Who's that king? Lame ass Immortal. He done went crazy after Mark made him ruler of Earth, and he started dropping spoilers, talking about something. I had to bring you back after you left me in charge. You look thin. Are you sick again? Oh shit, how are your kids? Like, nigga, what? So he says, hey gang, that's season 6 stuff. Let's keep it on season 3. What you need? And Immortal gonna say, I need you to slime me, gang. And that's the best idea I've heard all season, man. I'm tired of his ass. So they get to fighting. Well, one of them does. Immortal trying to get Mark mad so that he can kill him. And Mark says, throw yourself in the sun or something, which fact. And Immortal gonna say, suicide is a coward's way out. Like, nigga, so is assisted suicide. You the one who wanna die. You still a coward either way you wanna go out. So Immortal starts choking out one of the twins to provoke Mark, and Mark stops him. But Immortal's still on that timing, piecing Mark up. And don't think this makes him tough, bro, because look at this nigga Mark, not a bruise to him, bro. And eventually Mark just gets a little bit mad. I'm talking about like on a scale of 1 to 10, this is about a 2, and straight rips Immortal's head off. And I'm not gonna lie, me and Mark need to be stopped because we stay on this type of time. So Mark goes back home and trauma dumps to Eve, and she promises some of the Kitty, and he gets better. This goes to show that Kitty really solve a lot of problems. Sometimes, the times when it can't, money can solve the problem. Remember that, everyone. So they return the Declaration of Independence. They go on this cute little date flying around the world instead, and then she lets my nigga cry. But nigga, who cares about all that? Real nigga storyline. So we in space, Alan and Nolan. it's time for Nolan's execution, so you know Alan about that action, especially after they tried to slime him in like 7 different ways and none of them worked. Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, me and Alan need to be stopped. So with Nolan getting pieced up and Alan trying to find him, bro starts a prison break, freeing niggas left and right. They getting worked, but a distraction is a distraction until Alan frees Big Battle Beast. And I find it funny that they let him keep his clothes while everybody got the white fits on, but hey, whatever. Alan promises him a W fight, so he joins the party. Nolan's still getting worked, and we know that he could work them, but you know, Viltrumite honor and things of that nature. Meanwhile, Alan and Battle Beast running a gauntlet, and they get to a room, but not the room that Nolan was in. So BB presses Alan, saying he needs a good fight, like bro itching for it like a crack addict, and the only place he's seeing a good fight is with Alan, until they realize Nolan is right below them. So boom, they drop in. Battle Beast gets on that freaky nigga time and talking about finally some sexy buff niggas I get to f, and if they f me, then I'll still love it all the same. Freaky ass nigga. So he starts piecing up one of the Viltrumites and he says, I'll kill you for that. And bro gonna say something. Is that a promise? While licking his lips. Yeah, you already know he was at them parties, bro. Keep that nigga 17 feet away from me. So Alan tries to help Nolan out, but the other Viltrumite runs up on him. He gets some licks in before he gets worked. And this nigga playing mind games right now, because he gonna get hit once and talk about some ouch, and then just lay there getting pieced up. Bro might be actor of the century if Nolan wasn't right there, because you know bro had to play husband for 16 years. So Nolan breaks himself free to help out Alan and saves him. And they start swapping hands. We hit, dot, back and forth until the anime clash, only for Lil Bro to win, but Alan got the tag and assist. And they start getting pressed again and hit this friendship ass combo. Fuck. Meanwhile, Battle Beast still running his ones as any real nigga would. So with all the chaos, they take the fight into space. Battle Beast still craving his ones, literally clinging onto this nigga as he's fighting him and drags him deep into space. Yeah, their eternal fate gonna be dragged all the way to next season in 2026, buddy. Meanwhile, Alan and Nolan still running the 2v1 like it's Fortnite. We really done came full circle in this jumping shit, man. Alan getting pressed until Nolan grabs bro and lets Alan get some hits and mink, but he escapes, only for Alan to hit the dragon throw. He comes back thinking he about to do something, but then gets hit with the Sunday surprise, bro. Double punch to the front and the back of the dome ski. Got bro looking like a smash burger. Hold the lettuce, extra ketchup on his shit, nigga. And Alan and Nolan chop it up a bit after their W. Hey bro, we make a pretty good team. We ain't a team, gang. Say on God. See? Well, look, you helped me out and I think you're a good guy in my book. And Mark told me you kind of changed. Then there's your wife and the little purple nigga. Look, gang, you cool, but I don't know if I'm about betraying a set. Do what you think is best, bro. But I'm just letting you know there are people that need you out there. You could be a real help. Regardless of that, we should get out of here before more Viltrumites show up. No one's showing up, but we just slimed 2 niggas. They definitely about to send 20 more. They can't. There are less than 50 Viltrumites left. I'm sorry. What? Yep, that's our biggest secret. We only keep the best, so there's only a small handful of us left, so they aren't gonna send anyone. So that means we have a chance, right? I mean, I guess, but there are a few people who are practically one-man armies themselves. Me, maybe Krieg and Lucan, Mark if he really lock in, this crazy ass nigga who don't even really got a name, or at least that we know of, at least. Like niggas just call him Conquest for real. I could work him, but that nigga's scary. And then there's this one nigga who you do not fuck with. Sharpest hairline you done ever seen. Swear bro keeps the clippers on him or something. And there's also this badass bitch named Anissa. Oh, I might have seen her. Short hair, snatch waist, DSLs with the cougar eyes and the yitties to match. Nigga, how do you know her? Shit, I let her touch on me a little bit. Good times. But yeah, I can help y'all niggas since I ain't got nothing else to do type shit. Bet that. And the episode ends there, man. Calm little episode. And that's gonna be the last we see of Nolan and Alan. So, hey, we gonna see them niggas next season, bro. I'm sad. I know we all sad. Those the GOAT. But we gonna see them next season, bro. So let's speed run these 2 episodes real quick because everybody knows what we're really here for. We start episode 5 and Kate's brother goes all Naruto mode to escape the prison. And this gotta be some of the craziest shit I've ever seen, bro. Cause bro really filled up his room to the max weight limit like he in one of them mall elevators, and he starts dropping niggas, sending out goons like it's light work. I need Kate to start moving like this. But alas, they collar my nigga and it stops his powers from working, so they lock him back up. Back with the gang, motherfuckers having breakfast, and Oliver tells Debbie what he heard last night.
Is that dick good? Yes, kid. How good is that dick?
But fuck all that, man. Let's see what's going on with Rex, cause he's cooking. Literally, y'all let him cook and he cooked. Nigga pulled out all the stops to impress the HUD. Steak dinner he made himself, old wine candlelit dinner, and he snapped the candles on himself. Nigga, is this not Riz? Yeah, this my nigga Rex. Never miss a girl explode, bruh. If he ain't getting poon by the end of the season, this shit was rigged against my nigga, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. But y'all see the character progression, man. He already cooked. Also, brief pit stop, even a suit, nigga. Ugh, we love a woman in power. Next, Oliver dealing with his first bullies, and Mark thought bro was going straight kill these niggas after he heard Prime Vaughn 2 episodes ago, but he just ends up pantsing them. Also, he on his Tony Hawk Pro Skater, so I respect it. But remember the Asian Unk plot I mentioned? Well, we here. Stonehead calls up Mark for help, and Mark is like, nah, I'm not gonna help you cause you're black. Actually, you're going to prison. So this nigga hits a Luke Cage method and dips out using the hoodie strap. Like, bro, you are not him. You are not the hero of Harlem. Get the fuck out of here, bro. A little later on, Asian Unk goes to get Kate's brother out of prison, so he dragons up on some American Dragon Jake Long type shit, bro. And do y'all remember that show? Like, if y'all remember that, let me know right now in the comment section. And let me know, do y'all prefer when niggas had the OG design or the skinny one? I kind of prefer the skinny one, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It just looked tough to me. In retrospect, this shit looks ass. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know what young me was on, bro. I just went back and watched some clips. This shit looks terrible. What the fuck? Back to Invincible though. Mark and Eve pull up, and this nigga Mark think he's star platinum, hitting the stand rush. Like, nigga, where was this against the Maulers? Bro just doing shit. But Eve kind of putting in a bit of work, cause she really doing shit. And when she do shit, it matters. I mean, she makes herself armor and then makes herself into a ball so that Mark can swing it around to hit the dragon. Only then for them niggas to hit the Naruto and Hinata team alt on the dragon. But that opens up the prison and gets Paul out of his cell. And so once he's out of there, he breaks his inhibitor. But he got to deal with Eve because she on that timing. And when I say she on that timing, I mean she already got the rest of the prison on lock pretty much. Trapping niggas back in their cell and shit. So Paul running at her, but she trapping the clones in cement left, right, front, and center. But Paul is kind of tough with it. Alas, Eve Fortnite boxes this nigga, but it was a clone the entire time. This nigga is always one step ahead, bruh. Meanwhile, Mark getting cooked like bro, this is like the 17th time in the show, bro. Like, are we really surprised? Like, he might get a good hit in here or there, but what really takes Asian Unk out is a bullet to his main body given to him by Machine Head, because he also got out of the prison during this little prison break. Y'all remember Machine Head, right? The I know where your family lives guy. Yeah, him. He broke out too, and he shot Unk. So yeah, episode's over. Yay. Also, Unk isn't really dead because mystical powers, bro. This is just Daredevil all over again, bro. We got Luke Cage, the Hand. What other Daredevil connections can I make here? I don't know. But on to the next episode. And I can really wrap this episode up in like 2 sentences by saying this nigga is stupid and mad at Mark for some shit that's not even his fault. But let's talk about it just a little bit. So in the Battle of Chicago, this guy's family died. So he goes rogue and names himself Powerplex. I know, Buddy thinks this is tough, but it's not. Nigga might as well have named himself Powerflex. Like, nigga, you're not tough, gang. I'm sorry. And he wants revenge on Invincible because he thinks he's to blame. So little breakdown of his powers. No reverse card. You heard him, he can dish it back out. So he tries to run the fade. So boom, top of the building, he jumps off on some Spider-Man shit, or a gaining by the second, but then he lands face first. Real smooth. You better be glad the Huz wasn't watching, because if I were him and they were, I'm taking my ass back home for the day, bruh. But he got that Broly boost in him, so he ready. And he starts spamming the Invincible title card. Studio felt so funny doing this, bruh. I know they was sitting at the office round table, giggling and kicking their feet with this one, but he's a threat. So you know who pops out?
The real Invincible.
My name is Shapesman.
Where was Mark during all this? Cheating on Eve with Amber? No, that's a lie. That's a lie. They were all chilling together bowling. But you see how you believe me for a second there? Crazy, right? At the memorial for the victims of Chicago, you know who pulls up. And Eve handles it relatively quickly too by just using bungee gun. Got Hisoka looking like a proud father. I hope he's never a father though. Keep that nigga away from kids. Matter of fact, keep him away from everybody. And then the lame nigga league and Shapesmith pull up. Like, yay. The third and final attempt, bro uses his family as fake hostages to lure Mark out. And while trying to kill Mark, which he almost does by the way, he literally fries his wife and kid to smithereens, bro. And then he walks Mark down talking about, this is all your fault. Like, bro, are we serious right now?
Alright, so let's kill him.
Like, can we talk about the lack of accountability here, man? A lot of y'all niggas don't even know the meaning of that word when y'all really should. But that coming from the YouTuber who dipped out for half a year. Anywho, how does this nigga not see who the real villain here is? Like, bro, you just killed the only family member you have left. And then later, he gonna say to Mark, I promise I'm gonna kill you when I break out of here. Gang, let it go. So let's talk about some of the side stories from this episode real quick. Ray quits the team, but not before trying to take Rex with her. W girl, man, y'all need a girl like this. And if y'all don't got one, go find one before they all gone. But Rex don't know no other life besides this one, so he stays. But you know he had to get that lip contact real quick. Next, Oliver fights this elephant nigga, animation moment by the way, and then tells Mark he's ready for real fight. Yeah, we gonna see in them next 2 episodes, buddy. And the cliffhanger of this episode, Levy shows that he got an army of invincible variants that he finna use to ruin Mark's life right now.
I need to make him pay. I won't rest until I've killed. Stop!
So let's get a little context real quick. After Mark absolutely demolished Levy, he portaled to a world where he was rebuilt and started a plan, gaining invincible variants so that they can go across the globe with the goal of ruining Invincible's name. So while Eve and Mark are chilling, Eve gets a call saying, hey, help, we need help, we're getting attacked, he's attacking. And Eve is like, who? And this is where we start to see our variants. Meet Mohawk Mark. He's important. We'll get back to him later though. Racist Mark. Why am I calling him that?
I wouldn't even keep you as a slave in my empire.
Yeah, that's why. Do I need to say more? We got Prisoner Mark. He's just bald. I don't know. Viltrum Mark, who should be fighting Spawn here, but you know, copyright issues and things of that nature. And low-key, this is my favorite one, or at least top 3. There's also Marksman Mark, cause he got them guns. He's like, no, I'm lying. This nigga is not a Mark. He looks like one, but he's not. But we got the GOAT, Sinister Mark, who sounds different from when we first saw him, but hey, you know, gotta make him evil somehow. In the comic, he was fighting my GOAT, Fire Breather. Do y'all know Fire Breather? That nigga Duncan. Do y'all remember that? There was this movie on Cartoon Network and it was about this nigga. It was so tough, bro. I want to drop a Fire Breather video, bro. If y'all want that, let me know. Next, we got Mustache Mark fighting the GOAT Tech Jacket, who low-key looking like a baddie. I know a lot of the comic fans fuck with Tech Jacket, but hey, real quick, can we do what we did to Ray to him, please? Like, can we do this? Like, can a nigga not want more tough like baddies in the show? Like, damn, like we losing baddies by the second, bro. But back on topic, Mustache Mark here, don't get him confused with Viltrum Mark, bro. I know they damn near the same, but here, let me put the story down for you. When Nolan took over, Mustache Mark proudly joined. He was #1 meat rider when it came to that Viltrum philosophy, bro. But Viltrum Mark, he fought as best as he could and lost terribly and was forced into the cause. These niggas realistically basically hate each other. Low-key, Viltrumark hates all these niggas. And while all these marks are pulling up, Rex, he about to lay some pipe, no plumber, nigga. So he's helping Ray move, and she's like, hey, bruh, I'm inside, cash this cat. And I'm like, yeah, my nigga did it. That's my motherfucking goat, man. But then he says, for the first time in my whole pathetic life, I'm happy. And then there's an explosion, and I knew it was up. And then Rex and Ray suit up. W suit up, by the way. This shit was hard. And Rex says, hey, let me handle this, mama. Trust, I'm goated. And he starts being tough. And then as he's going, he says, I'm gonna be right back. Oh no, he's cooked. That's it for my goat, bruh. He had a good run. Right when his life was starting to get better, the writers decided he was done, because can't no character in this show have a happy life. Except for 2, which I'm gonna talk about later on. So on to the first fight, and it's with Mohawk Mark. Our Mark pulls up on him, and it's instant smoke. So much so that Mohawk hits Mark with the God of War combo. Got bro fighting for his life off rip until he headbutts him and starts choking him. But luckily, Mark knows his own weakness and aims for the ears. And then 3 niggas pull up and start piecing Mark up. Low-key, he could work them, but he knows they're just confused. All these Mark variants pulled up, they thought he was just another one. So he letting them see firsthand by getting his ass whooped, which is his specialty. And we see Power Play escaping because they're fighting at a prison. And he's like, finally, everyone understands what I'm saying. Like, shut up, bro, shut up. And that's when Mohawk gets up, and Powerplex thinks this is his time to finally get a piece of a mark, but he gets pieced up instead. Got bro laid out like he was made to sit in the rubble. That's crazy. So Oliver sees this on the news, and he wants smoke. Niggas impersonating bruh. He knew it was time. So Debbie is like, hey, I'm gonna let you go, but find your brother and stay safe. Meanwhile, Mark and the gang beat up Mohawk Mark, but bro really just pump faked his death until the real Mark left. He knew what the threat was there. Back at the GDA though, Cecil and Donald done actually caught a body. I know that boy Donald went crazy with the hands, bruh. That boy was on his Cyberpunk 77. And Donald tells Cecil to run down. There are about like 20 of them Invincibles out there. So Cecil says, we need backup. Call everyone. Endgame ass quote. Everyone is pulling up, including Business Baby, the motherfucking GOAT. Meanwhile, Oliver is helping out too and thinks he sees his mark, but it's Cap Mark. And that nigga puts hands on Oliver, slams him to the ground, and is about to crush him, but Oliver hits the reversal, hits that boy in the back. But low-key, he had a stressed back, no pause, and Oliver just hit it straight. Even bigger pause, because Oliver's a minor. It's weird because it's his brother technically. But he starts walking Oliver down, but luckily he got backup. We cut to see some of the other fights going on, and honestly, some of these are so unfair, bro. Sinister Mark against a random, WrestleMania against No Mask, Green Giant and Business Baby versus Stripe Invincible, Magic Man and Astro Dork versus L'Oreal sponsored Mark. Some of these are just unwinnable, bro. But back with our Mark, he with Eve, and he sees Hood Invincible getting jumped, but he bout that action, knocks him away, and Mark and Eve love a good jumping, so they put hands on this nigga. Got him a little stressed, so Omnivincible pulls up for the assist, and he starts focusing Eve. Maybe his Riz was trash, so he got a vendetta against her, and Mark has to go help out, but he starts getting jumped. Eve comes in for the save, but Mark pushes her out the way, only to then get pieced up. I ain't never seen a piece like this, bro. These niggas moving with synergy only Yuji and Toto got. But again, Omni Mark really just hates Eve, chases her, catches her, breaks her leg, and body slams her, causing a crater in the ground. This nigga is out for blood. I'm calling this nigga Incel Mark now. And you know this nigga evil, cause why the fuck he done cloned himself to run this fade? And Mark pushes both the variants away and rushes to Eve, but luckily Cecil got the goons on call. Back with the Guardians though, they getting cooked, cause no Goggle Mark here already took 2 niggas out, and he's making jokes the entire time and treating everyone like they're nothing. Like literally, he's joking about Shapesmith's last words before he killed him, like, help, this nigga's trying to no life me. Like, this nigga's insane, bro. He's my GOAT. And Immortal hits him during this, but he locks in and insta-kills Immortal and then throws his head through Kate. Imagine dying because your nigga gave you head. That's crazy. Like, this Mark is so crazy that at one point he was letting Immortal hit him and he was smiling and not blinking at all. This is the GOAT. But alas, bitch ass nigga number 2 dragged him to the shadow realm. But hey, Shapesmith and Samson are okay, I guess. But with the others, Rex is being held by Goggle Mark and he rips him out of his suit. Out of all the days for this nigga Rex to be on the battlefield, I bet he wishes today wasn't one of them. Like, nigga, why didn't you just send bots out there? You're stupid. With Rex being there and him being the clutch god, he's hurt as hell, but that's when he works his best. So he tells Bulletproof to take Rudy and Monster and dip. He's fighting back against the variant, but he runs out of ammo, but he ain't out of options. He takes his goggles off and starts using them, dodges an attack, picks up some rubble and uses it, and then he blows up the floor. This nigga got all the buffs after that gunshot to the head, but it's not enough. Goggle Mark grabs him and Rex says, I still got one trick up my sleeve and my shirt and my skin. As a matter of fact, the trick is me. And this nigga reaches into his wound, grabs his skeleton and blows himself up to take out the Mark variant. Rip to the motherfucking GOAT, man. And just for a sec, let's talk about some of Rex's career highlights, bro. He cracked Eve, cracked Kate, bagged Ray, 1v3 the Lizard League, survived a shot to the head, was a W wingman to Mark, basically helped Rudy get Monster Girl, killed an Invincible variant, and went out like a goat, saving his homies in the process. You know who else killed some Invincible variants too? Oliver and his crew, Tech Jacket, and Powerplex. And Powerplex is voiced by Jesse from Breaking Bad, which is a W. And honestly, I think this alone gets all these niggas above Immortal on this tier list. I'm not gonna lie. And speaking of Immortal, he's alive. And you know what the first thing he does when he wakes up is? Retire, along with Kate's bum ass. These niggas are losers, bro. They get a happy ending, but Rex dies? Fuck no. We are going to the writing room and booming that shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta stop this nonsense. So Mark is in the hospital with Eve to protect her, since all the other variants most likely know about this location and will kill Eve to get to Mark. But honestly, it doesn't even matter at this point. Cities across the world lay in ruin. Marks are ore farming left and right. Budget is draining by the second, and Engstrom calls them up for a group emergency meeting at Base Mark's house. And some of them start trauma dumping. Man, this house is ass. I like it. I miss mom too. And I miss playing catch with dad. Shut up, nigga. And then Engstrom pulls up. Hey, murderers. Find Mark and bring him to me. I don't want to. Oh, is someone pussy? Nigga, I want 37 furry hoes and 13 femboys. Where are my hoes at? I don't want furry hoes. I just miss my mom. When fuck nigga misses his mommy. Nigga, you're lame as fuck. I miss William. Faggot, nigga. I'm just trying to get what I want. Give us what we want or we kill you. We can't kill him. We can torture him though. I'm down. And then Engstrom portals them all away. And so our Mark gets word that Engstrom is back, and instead of sitting around like he's been doing, bro wants the smoke. Spawns in ready for the fade and grabs Engstrom. But then he gets hit with drones. So he gets back up and rushes in, and Engstrom throws a portal, but Mark read the patch notes this time, so Engstrom just uses drones again, playing keep away. L spammer, bro. And sadly, it's working. This nigga can use super speed to crack Amber, but has a hard time dodging metal balls. Make it make sense, Mark. So Engstrom uses his special move, Super Ball Beam, and slams Mark to the ground. But you know the run back stay happening. Engstrom got no cooldown on his ult though and sends 2 beams. It's working, but not enough. So he sends a 3rd beam, and Mark is on the defensive. And then Engstrom says he's gonna destroy everything Mark loves. And then that's when Mark locks in. Meanwhile, Engstrom is running out of ammo. So Mark grabs him, and just before he can deal the final blow, Oliver comes in talking about kill that nigga now. But with that little bit of time, Engstrom hits Mark, causing him to lose his grip, and he gets away. But he had to give Mark a hand. See what I did there? A hand, because he ripped his hand off. So Engstrom tells the guys who fixed him to fix his arm, but they like, nah gang, you promised us some stuff. Now it's time to pay that shit forward. And that's the last we see of him until like season 5 or 6, because you know he gonna come back. And so with that being said, sometime later, Cecil wants to talk, basically saying, look, we got cooked. Niggas retired. The world is beyond fucked. Mark, you're team captain now. And Mark is like, nah, bruh, me and you ain't co-workers, so I'm out. And Cecil's like, damn, I walk you out, though. And he starts rapping for this nigga Mark.
Look, kid, we've had our differences, but we're still on the same side. We're still trying to save lives, and we're still the good guys.
So don't go switching sides. Explode is not alive. Let me get some extra fries. Like, nigga, you are not MF Doom. There's only one beer left as bars, bro. But Mark walks out so he can go help with cleanup. And you know who else is out there helping with cleanup? Powerplex. For some reason, the nigga y'all just locked away, y'all gave him his suit back and let him help with cleanup. You really gonna let the supervillain out? Really? Is that how we work around here? Hey, what did I really expect though? You know, Cecil's all about hiring like whoever the fuck, bruh. And you know what Powerplex does? Attack Mark. Talk about, what the fuck are you doing here? You caused this. And Oliver decks this nigga, ready to slide for Mark at any time. But that nigga stay on crash out. But he can't back it up with Mark and Oliver pinning him down. So he gets stopped and dragged away. Talking about some.
Every dead body you find is a person he killed. You can't keep getting away with it.
Everyone looks at Mark as if he really caused this. Like, I get in a literal sense, Mark kinda caused it, but like not our Mark. This is like blaming Batman on Joker attacks. You can, since killing the Joker would solve the problem, but Mark literally beat Angstrom beyond what would be humanly repairable. So can you really be mad at him for this? I don't think so. Like, in hindsight, Angstrom's whole plan of let the world see the Invincible's a bad guy by having a bunch of fake Invincibles come fuck shit up just doesn't really do shit, if you ask me. Like, when you see Invincible fighting a fake Invincible, you don't think, man, Invincible looks like a bad guy here. But what do I know, man? You know me.
I'm just a nigga with a rocket launcher.
So more time passes and Mark is tired, bro, catching a breath before getting back to work. Real 9 to 5 shit. And then a sound can be heard, a shadow is seen, and a sentence is said. Stand ready for my arrival, worm. It's him.
Soon, another will come, and if he finds you still resistant to your destiny, he will demonstrate the error of your ways, and this whole planet will pay the price.
You were given orders. You were given time. You were given more leeway than most. And yet I see you ain't do shit. And if I was Mark, I'd say, nigga, look around. You see all this destruction? This was me. And technically, he's right. Like, nigga, you just fought World War IV. And World War III was your dad. And now another Viltrumite is at your door talking about staying ready for my arrival, nigga? Bro, I'd be lying out my fucking ass right now. Like, bro, just give me one more week at least. But no, Mark gonna say, now isn't a good time. And then the Viltrumite speaks again. We knew you wasn't about this shit, and that's why I am here. I am Conquest, and I'm the last chance you got at being able to live past today. And Mark bites back, talking about something. I don't think you understand. I've had a terrible week, man. My girl's in the hospital, a bunch of niggas who look like me trying to make me look bad. And the last thing you want to see is how angry I am. Because trust me, right now, I really just want to hit something as hard as I possibly can. And this nigga Conquest laughs and says, good, rushes at Mark, and he rushes right back. And so it begins.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm. You were given orders. You were given time. You were given more leeway than most, and yet I find this planet unprepared for the arrival of our Viltrum Empire. I want you to resist.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this hurting you? Aren't you invincible?
Straight to it, a shockwave starts destroying the already destroyed city. Even though they evacuated, people still getting caught in the strays. Conquest headbutts Mark and slams him to the ground and lets bro know, I'ma tell you right now, Anissa would be raising you up, telling you that you cute and you should hurry up and do things for Viltrum so y'all could be together. But me, I don't give a fuck about Viltrum. Nigga, I just want to fight, so keep resisting. I don't want to help you. I really just want to keep catching body. And Mark is tired of hearing that shit, punches him away, and slams him through like 6 buildings. This nigga causing more damage than Conquest did at this point. Like, bro, take it to the skies. That shit ain't even do nothing, because Conquest grabs Mark out of the rubble. But Mark does the earshot and pushes Conquest away, but he's fine. So Mark goes back in. 1, 2, 3. Takes him to the sky finally. Knee to the stomach and then a loop-de-loop punch. This nigga being extra. Here we go with that bullshit. So Conquest is bleeding, and with his blood, this nigga does the unthinkable. He blows a bubble, shapes it to a heart, and then plucks it while looking at Mark like this. Mark, run. This nigga wants more than a fight, bro. He wants your ass. So he tackles him, but Mark knees him off, only to talk shit, talking about you still think you him? Nigga, I know I'm him. And then he decks this nigga straight to the ground. Angle on that punch was devious. Oliver sees this shit on the news and he knew he had to pull up. Meanwhile, Mark is struggling to get up, bleeding like crazy, and he sees that the blood on the ground is rumbling, and he looks back up, and who do you think it is? Boom! City starts crumbling. Oliver right on the coast seeing this, trying to catch up to the fight, but this nigga Conquest beating Mark across the continent, bro. Straight to a new city just for the love of the game. Mark crashing through buildings, literally breaking one in half, and then he hits a gas truck and it blows up. Nigga ain't never been through some shit like this. And real quick, let's stop to take a look, cause they put some budget in this episode. It's seen all over the place, but they animated this nigga's hair moving. Y'all remember that joke I made about episode 1 and the hair not moving? Bitch, this shit had to cost $30,000 at least on these hair physics, bro. So he sees Conquest still on his way, and this nigga talking about stop. Bitch, you thought you was gonna get to back down now? Nigga, I love this shit. So don't give up, little bro, cause if you do, all these little pests you care about are dinner for me tonight. With Mark in his grasp, the only person able to help is that boy Oliver with the cleanest pull up I've ever seen. Uppercuts that nigga, does a little twist, and nigga peep the slide and the smiling. Oh, this nigga got sauce, man. He feeling himself, and he tries to go back in, talking about we on that shit, nigga. Let's get active. Rip it off the fucking ground. This nigga got impact framed and smacked like a fly, and then grabbed, and I was scared of what he was gonna do, but Mark saved him. So Conquest gets ready to walk these niggas down, and he's hitting the apple nigga Rez run. Like, bro, you aren't him. Mark throws Oliver out the way and gets grabbed, pushed through buildings, dragged on the ground, while Conquest talking about, come on nigga, you needed that help. You ain't really repping Viltrum, is you? You ain't really about shit. You just pussy, nigga. And Mark headbutts him. Hit that boy so hard to replay 3 times, and then starts piecing him up, and then he starts spamming one button. Worst combo you could do, my nigga. It always gets red. Back at the GDA, Eve wakes up and is ready to pull up instantly after seeing her Pookie catching hands. But you know Mark, he getting stretched out, no paw, dragged through a building, slammed, and then gets pushed and used as a damn skateboard. And then Conquest is like, damn bro, you're sorry. You nothing like your dad. He was tough, the perfect Viltrumite, and then he betrayed the set. Now he's dead. Sucks really, cause I would have loved to kill you in front of him. And we know he's not dead, but Mark is like, not my dad. But Oliver saves Mark again. But Conquest is like, bro, you pissing me off. Mark move, punches Oliver through a building, got him throwing up all his baby teeth. It's about to be a payday for the Tooth Fairy, but he ain't making it that far, cause this nigga Conquest picks him up and starts tearing him apart, bro. Got niggas on TikTok acting like they know Oliver.
Not done yet.
It's just a kid.
Like, bro, calm down, it's just a show. Like, nigga, Mark wasn't even reacting like this, and that's his brother. But Mark pulls up with the save. Conquest stops him too, though, and punches him so hard, it got the shockwave. Mark took that shit, though. And Cecil saves Oliver and sees this shit, and he's like, yo, this shit above all of our pay grade. And just to show that, Conquest hits Mark with the Nolan special. Niggas doing TikToks on the beat, but Conquest had other plans. Got Mark being the riot shield for all the carnage. But Mark is like, bro, been there, done that. Knocks him off, and then he sees a pink wall, and he knew that useless ass move from anywhere, and lo and behold, Eve was there. So Conquest focuses her, but Mark intercepts, only for Conquest to break his leg. Eve put this nigga in a bubble and he claps it away. Bubble should have been made out of fucking acid or something, bro. And then she gonna put on armor, like, bro, do something. useful. And as if she heard me, she increased the density of the air to slow Conquest down. This about as close as we gonna get to infinity, bruh. She really thinks she Gojo with this one. She then hits him with a hammer, then 2. Tries to go for 3, but 3rd time is not the charm here. And she thinks, walls, that's gotta be the trick. Bitch, turn the air into lava, trap him in obsidian, make a mini black hole that sucks in materials above 200 pounds. I don't know, just do something besides the big fucking walls, please. So she hits him with some spike balls, an axe, an arrow, not bad, then slams him between some walls. Come on, Eve, we talked about this. Another few balls, more walls and balls. Like, bitch, this ain't Undertale. The fuck are these childish ass attacks? And then she turns a ball into water and catches him off guard, and then throws a super duper arrow at him. But he done playing games, breaks it, breaks her armor, and stares her down. She's so tired, she done fixed this nigga eye on accident. Like, bro, what the hell? And because of that, he punches her jaw off and then does the Viltrumite stab. Mark catches her and he is distraught. He just got the baddest bitch on earth and she got packed up in 2 hits. And you remember him saying this earlier?
I will never work for you again. We are done. And if you ever come near my family again, I will kill you.
Well, guess who he called?
Cecil! Oh my God. I need you, Cecil! Cecil! I need you, Cecil!
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
This nigga might be a fraud, bro. I can't with this nigga. I know Cecil was sitting at HQ like, are you gonna help him, sir? Nigga, do I look stupid? That Viltrumite is within sneezing distance if I go out there. Plus, Mark said he ain't need me. As a matter of fact, Donald, clip that shit, make it my ringtone. Bitch gonna know better than to say he don't need me. Conquest standing above Mark and he's tasting Eve's blood. That's more than Mark did, bro. He ain't that freaky. But Conquest is insane, bro. He tells Mark to say his goodbyes to her before she goes, but then he goes, oops, she's gone. Well, now that you're paying attention, I want to thank you. There aren't many missions where I get to have as much fun as this, because when I get a mission, there's always parameters. Who not to kill, what not to destroy. But with this one, I was told do what you need to take Earth to be ours by any means necessary. And that never happens. So you really did something to piss us off, and I thank you for that. And Mark is like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what your mission is or who sent you, because I'll tell you right now, I can see the future and you don't get to live to see tomorrow. And the I can see the future part, he should have left out. That shit was mad corny. If I was Conquest, I would have started laughing at that nigga. But I think this moment is kind of funny because like the whole future talk is nothing Mark would ever say. But what if he's remembering that a mortal from the future told him that at some point Mark chooses to leave the Earth, and since that ain't happened to him yet, he's like, oh yeah, I'ma live past this, light work. It's stupid but funny if you really think about it. But bullshit aside, Conquest is like, nigga, I've been working you, your brother, your girl, and you think you tough enough to talk shit? Come back that talk up then, nigga. So Mark rushes in and breaks his arm to take out Conquest's arm. He turns around and Mark already got the next hit in. Hit right up, keeping the rush, but Conquest bear hugs him. But Mark seen Goku try it, so he bites this nigga, and they going at it. Meanwhile, Eve popping her off. Mark sees this, but Conquest takes that second to get the better of him, and he starts talking crazy.
I am so lonely. All the other villagers are scared of me. No one talks to me. No one wants to be my friend. They think I'm unstable. They see me from like the deployed atrocities in their name. And as I get better at it, they fear me more and more. I am a victim of my own success. I don't get real pain. I am capable of so much more than no one sees. Some days I feel so alone I can cry, but I don't. I never do. Take it to your grave.
This has to be the craziest speech ever. Can you imagine a nigga beating your ass and then telling you his sob story of suffering from success? Nigga telling you the origin of his name not even being his name, but a purpose? Nigga saying he more than that and so lonely he could cry. But what would be the point? Cause no one in the whole universe would care. Bitches on TikTok would disagree, but bitches on TikTok need help. And then he ends all of this not as a cry for help or anything like that, but telling Mark to take it to the grave with him. This the hardest shit I've seen in a piece of media out of a villain since Thanos sitting down after washing the Avengers. So he starts choking Mark out, and bro is seeing the light, but Eve finally charged up her ult, and she hits bro with a laser that literally cooks him, and she passes back out, but he still ain't done, and he wants his get back. So Mark is ready this time to protect her, punches him and keep him on the ground with a flurry, but Conquest grabs his arm and breaks it, and he says he's more than ready to keep their fight going. Mark says, you were never ready to fight with me to begin with, nigga, because he starts headbutting this nigga over and over and over and over and over and over again. He then crawls to Eve, who's butt-ass naked. Show the angles right, nigga, damn. But she's fine, he's alive, and Conquest looks like a pile of mystery meat. And now is when Cecil wanted to pull up with everyone. Like, nigga, what was even the point of it? Like, everything's done, bro. Go home. Nigga really pulled up when everything was done, bro. I hate niggas. Bro really put his name on the group project like he did something. Nigga think he's Super Saiyan 3 Goku talking about, I hope I'm not too late. So some time passes and Mark wakes up. Eventually, he talks to Cecil and is like, where's Conquest? And Cecil's like, oh, he's dead. Mark want to see that body though, because he knows Cecil be on that bullshit, and he tells Cecil to burn it. Do you think he does that though? No, he doesn't. This nigga Cecil is a word I can't say on YouTube, but you know the word I'm thinking. But we see Rex's funeral, and bro, nobody looked like they give a fuck, bro. The comic really had these niggas sad here, but this is sorry. Know what else is sorry? This nigga Rudy, because he says he's gonna change his name to Rex to honor him. And is this not crazy? You stole this nigga's DNA to live in his body because the girl you was crushing on liked him, and now you take his name too? Nigga, take his car, his apartment, his PS5, his social security number, his bank. What more do you want from this nigga, bro? You want his air fryer too, nigga? We dead naming the fuck out of this nigga Rudy, because the fuck is he talking about, nigga? But Eve tries to say some words, but she can't and walks off. Mark follows, and while she's breaking down, this nigga is smiling. Mind you, this is Rex's funeral, his homie's funeral, her ex's funeral. Eve is literally talking about how she wishes she spent more time with him and how she loved him, and this nigga Mark is smiling. And while he may be smiling because he's glad she's okay, nigga, there's a time and a place for everything. But clearly, they don't give a fuck, because they get back to the crib and they ready to get straight to it. Like, nigga, what? Also, the show doesn't say it, but I will. Eve's boobs get bigger after she reconstructs her body. It happened in the comics. Mark's blushing when he sees her body, so I'ma just say it happens here too, bro. Next season, we better see Eve with the triple D's. I'm not gonna lie. And then we see some stuff for next season. The alien shit. Really want this shit to be over with, bro. I'm telling y'all. Battle Beast won his fight and got picked up by someone. Angstrom is fixed, who would have guessed? And again, Conquest is alive, because Cecil thinks he'll talk about Viltrum. Nigga, he gonna wake up and crash out completely. But we also see Mark and Oliver talking, and Mark says that Oliver was right about the Maulers, Angstrom, and that holding back is stupid. So he's done holding back and he'll start killing niggas. It's finally that time. And then we see this Damien Darkblood plot. This shit wasn't in the comic, and frankly, I don't care about it. Mark is most likely gonna fight the devil because of this next season. It'll deadass be like a 1 or 2 episode max plot, but I frankly could care less. There are bigger things I'm trying to see, bro. Trust. And it's not just Eve's triple D's. But yeah, man, Invincible season 3. Shit was big. Sorry this video took so long. I promise the next video I make won't take half a year to drop. Technically, this one didn't take half a year to drop either, but you get what I'm saying. And next video most likely will be on Dandadan season 1. And it'll definitely be out before season 2 comes out in July. But if y'all really hungry for another video, I might be able to cook up a video on Thunderbolts, because I saw that and it was crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So if y'all want that, let me know. But anyway, I'm back. It's good to be back, and I'll see y'all next time in whatever I decide to upload. Peace, and please make sure to have yourselves a damn good day.
So cool, baby, scandalous. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So cool, baby, watch it now. It's on you.